Hello, welcome. In the yesterday video of the capital punishment, we just missed a small subtopic named international scenario and institutional recommendations on the capital punishment. In this video, we will let's see about this and let's analyze the topic. When coming to the capital punishment, the international scenario, as of December 2017, there are 142 countries in the world which have already abolished the capital punishment as of December 2017. While apart from this, 29 of these countries have again retained the punishment in the law. After abolishing, 29 countries feel there is a need for capital punishment and again they retained the punishment in their law. But no one had been executed in the last 10 years in these countries. Only 56 countries continue to retain and impose the death penalty. Apart from these 142 countries, there are 56 countries. These countries only retaining and imposing the death penalties in the world. Majority of the retentionist nations with regard to the capital punishment lies in the twin continents of Asia and the Africa. Major countries which impose the capital punishment lies in these twin continents of Asia and Africa. The highest number of prisoners on death row in the world is in Pakistan, where in 2018, 4,864 cases are present, and it is followed by Bangladesh with 1,500 death sentences. When coming to this is the death rows, prisoners of death row that is going to be hanged or executed. In terms of execution already done, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Vietnam and Iraq, these four countries only accounted for 80% of the total executions in the 2018, that is 690 executions. And institutional recommendations on capital punishment, when we see, uh, there is one of the important organization, UN Human Rights Council, under it UN Human Rights Commission, under it Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights. Under this office, with its mandate to promote and protect all human rights and advocate for the universal abolition of the death penalty. UNHRC OHCHR has advocated for the abolition of the death penalty. This Human Rights Office argues this position notably in light of fundamental nature of the right to life and the unacceptable risk of executing innocent people and the absence of proof that death penalty serves as a deterrent to the crime. On what basis this Office of Human Rights argued to abolish the capital punishment is, the first one is right to life is a fundamental right. This is the first thing. By violating this fundamental right, you are executing the capital punishment. Second thing is, by taking the capital punishment, some innocent people got in risk. If the so-called inquiry is not properly done, then there is a fear of executing the innocent people and absence of proof that which serves as a death penalty serves as a deterrent to crime. There is no proof suggesting that if you hang a person or if you execute a person, the crime will be prevented in the future. There is no evidence saying this. That's why on these three bases, the UNHRC has mandated to abolish the capital punishment. And coming to the other things, that is when coming to the Amnesty International, an NGO holds the death penalty breaches human rights, in particularly the two rights, that is the right to life and right to live free from the torture, cruel and inhuman or degrading the treatment or punishment. This is the second right. Both these rights are protected under the Universal Declaration of Human Rights adopted by the UN nations in 1948. These two rights have been adopted by the UN countries in 1948 under the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. But by violating these two things, you are taking up the capital punishment. It is against the violation of the UN organization. The organization therefore opposes capital punishment in all cases without exception. It recommends an immediate moratorium on the execution pending abolition of the death penalties. Whichever cases are pending for the execution of the death penalty, to put all of them under the moratorium. This is the recommendation given by. Other recommendations of the organization include abolition of all provisions in legislation which provide for the mandatory death sentences and ensuring openness, transparency, and informed debate on the issue in the houses of the government, and compensation and care to those found have been the victims of miscarriage of justice in capital cases. That means innocent people, compensation should be given. And an independent study on the extent which standards for fair trial have been compiled within capital cases by countries in last 2 decades. Uh, Other recommendations include abolition of all provisions of the death penalty in the legislations of all countries and ensuring a open and a transparent debate on the issue in the houses of the government, and compensation and care to be provided for the miscarriage of the death penalties with respect to the innocent people. These are the recommendations, and it is the all about the international scenario of the death penalty. These are the things. Thank you.